Hey, welcome to a fun Friday. We made
Fun
it.
Friday, FF guys.
Friday, it's fun Friday. Hey, I just made up a song.
You did. You took the
that was on.
Gonna Get Down on Friday, which I think we've probably talked about on here, and you just tried to bring it back. So cool.
Well,
but this Fun Friday. Oh man, I think I probably say this on all of them. I love them. They're the best idea ever.
I do think we enjoy these. These are something that, just really resonates with us as a family to where we are able to be intentional. Think outside of the box where we don't get bored. We just have fun with it. So yeah, today is really pretty sweet.
I love the Mondays because I feel like the Monday topics are taking those hard things and giving some insight on those and maybe some encouragement to help you get through the week with your blended family and how, we've managed that and just how...
I'm just seeing the blessings in it because we can get caught up so much in the struggle that it bogs us down, really. So, really just bringing out that encouragement, saying, you know what? No, you're doing great. Keep going. Yeah, push through because, man, there are so many blessings in your family. So,
and then there's Friday where we get to just let loose.
Friday, oh, he's a little loose.
Really let loose if you're watching on YouTube.
I almost joined in.
Almost.
And I didn't.
I stopped.
But this Friday is powerful. You want to tell them kind of the theme?
Yes, it is cold case files.
Dum dum dum.
It's like solving a murder.
A mystery.
Mystery murder. And you're having to figure out who done it.
Who done it. So, this episode is going to be great.
All right, you ready?
So, here we are.
We're here.
Diving into this week. So, I think we have to start out by just saying how much we really love the crime stuff. I mean, not like...
Yeah, no, creepy. That's creepy.
Yeah. Well,
I love a good, murder mystery, trying to solve Criminal Minds, cold case files.
Not that we love the bad things, but we love the good things that come out of it, or just the people who are doing the wrong, solving that, getting caught, because of course they're trying to do things in secret most of the time, and it's like, you don't want them out on our streets. Especially being parents, we start thinking of ourselves and our kids. And so it's like, we feel like we're a part of the detective scene.
I was going to say, that might be that's not why I love them.
No? Why do you love them?
I love them because I'm one that likes to try to predict I think I can predict what's going to happen in anything, right in the first few minutes. Oh yeah, that's the storyline. So I because usually...
It's like a puzzle.
Yeah, the murder mysteries or the cold cases or just unsolved crime, you don't really have the answers all right there. It has to unfold and figure it out. So I like a good plot twist.
Yeah, I do love the plot twist.
And just trying, like you're saying, I do like that part of I'm the detective and I am on scene. You know how you ask where you want to be when you grow up, and my answer has always been a teacher. My second answer was child psychologist, but my third one was a criminal investigator. I mean, who else wanted to be a detective?
You saying that, it brought up something, and I'm just going to say it.
Oh, hey.
But I wrote a few stories.
Oh, that's right. I remember you.
Do you remember that?
I mean, go. You tell.
I wrote a few stories back when I was in elementary school, and I've always loved writing. I've always loved telling stories and things of that. And so I remember creating this. It was a short story, maybe 4 or 5 pages whenever I was in 5th grade, so I couldn't have been, maybe 8 or something.
That's like a second grader, but okay.
Okay, well, I was a little older. But I wrote it, and it was called The Great Detective. So it was kind of a spin-off of Sherlock Holmes, but it was funny. I remember I had his assistant was it Alice Knickerbocker?
Alice Knickerbocker.
Because I just thought that was the funniest name. And so I remember, though, being in 5th grade, got called up to read our stories, and I read my story, and the whole classroom loved it so much they wanted me to read it again. So that was just one of those memories that always sticks with me. I'm like, yeah, people loved it.
So yeah, so you've always had it in you too.
I've always
like
had kind of the mystery detective type
the
stuff.
crime.
Yeah, solve the crime.
You also, side note, and then we'll get started for real. Anytime he would get grounded when he was younger, I don't know this, but he would tell me the stories, and we own all of the proof. But when he would get grounded, he would listen to these audio tapes of Hank the cow dog.
Hank the cow dog.
Which was a detective dog, right?
It was, basically, he was like protecting the ranch, and a lot of things would happen, and he'd have to solve it, and that was just, man, that kind of dates me a little bit.
Yeah,
with,
I was more like a
Nancy
Drew.
Now I read all the Nancy Drews and the Hardy Boys, and
I didn't do the Hardy Boys.
all those detective books, and I guess kind of growing up.
So it's not our fault that we like crime shows, murder mysteries. It's the generation that brought us up, that provided all of these things from the time we were younger that got us to this place.
Yeah, so there's some resources right there. If you want some books to read, Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew, those were good things.
They probably might not. Maybe your kids.
But kind of bringing this up, though, we wanted to talk on this because this was a new thing we found. We actually, Scarlett, you had discovered this, and we thought, what a great time, because Halloween, we're kind of when we're live on the podcast with this, Halloween is a few weeks away. And if this is your thing, you like this, you have time to go out and grab it maybe for your family and maybe do a Halloween spin on it or something. So, something out of the box for a Halloween party night or something.
Yeah, like really especially if you have older kids, it gives you that opportunity to do something different. You're not really trunk or treating. That's what our church has always called it. You're not really out there trick-or-treating with your older kids anymore. So it pulls in that activity that you can do with them and probably meets them exactly where they're at. Because that's why this particular thing stood out to me on Instagram, is because our youngest, which is 18, she loves listening to cold case files on YouTube. She listens to legit, somebody talking about an old case that hasn't been solved, and this girl or whoever she listens to is trying to put the pieces together, and all of her followers, which our daughter being one of those, is just all engrossed in that. So when I saw this, I was like, what? Tell me more.
And you found this on Instagram, though, right?
Now, she actually started following us. Her name's Kate, and she started following our page on Enjoying Your Blended Family on Instagram. And so typically what I'll do is I'll go look at their page and just check out and see what they're all about before I just follow someone. And I just saw her thing, and she has an Etsy shop where she sells this cold case. And so I just was like, hey, you want to partner up? We'll do a podcast episode after we do it. And she's like, oh, yeah, for sure. And then she sends us this envelope, and I was gone for the day. It was so cool.
This was really cool. So I get I think it was USPS or somebody, maybe FedEx, but they came to the door and asked for a signature. And I knew that this was coming in as well. We had talked about it, but I didn't know that that's what this was. And I go to sign for it, and I get this big envelope, and it's from Moscow, Russia. And it's like, what? And it was so cool. And it has the coolest stamps.
It's in that drawer right there on the bottom drawer.
Okay.
Can you walk that far? If you're watching on YouTube, if you just have to trust us, if you're listening on the podcast, it should be right there on top. Right there. Yeah. So it has all of these stamps. He sends me a picture of it. Is that not so cool?
It's got the stamps and everything, and it was like, man, that is so cool. But it says Moscow, Russia, and it really, what that did for me was reminded me at how small our world really is, and how social media has brought us
Yeah.
all together. And that's so cool because now we can cross culture things and we get to communicate like we never have before.
Yeah, I had zero idea. I was talking to someone that was in Russia. I just was messaging someone on Instagram. So it's really neat how just even enjoying your blended family has connected so many resources and blended families around the world. This isn't just a United States thing. This is all over the place. So.
That's right. And it's so cool that we get to kind of celebrate each other's cultures and things of that too. So, and we all have a little different family dynamics and stuff, I'm sure, but this is a great place for us all to connect and just encourage each other. But yeah, no, getting back to cold case. So this comes in.
Yes, so it comes in and we open it up, and inside is just an envelope that's sealed.
Like a big vanilla envelope, maybe like an 8x11 or so.
And on the outside, it says Warwick, wherever the town that it was from, case files, and it's like had just stuff that made it look like official police documentation.
Confidential and things of that. So we thought that this was perfect. We like kind of what we try to do is on Sundays we try to take the rest day, but we try to make it more family, and we do a family dinner, and we try to make this an open invitation. You know, our kids are grown now, and whoever can come, they come, and we just celebrate whoever's there. You know, we just enjoy a meal together, but we also like to incorporate a fun thing to do maybe once a month or so. And
yeah, it's not always a theme, but sometimes we try to, that's where we're using these ideas and stuff.
Just to hang out and create those memories together. So that,
sorry, I was going to say, and because you are a blended family, most of you that are listening are a blended family. And if you have older kids that are going to be participating in this, you could just completely do this as a date night. Just you and your spouse.
For sure.
100%. It could be date night. It might have even been created for that. I don't know. But if you are including your whole family in it, I sent a text a few weeks before. Just as soon as I knew this was coming, like I picked a date on the calendar, I wrote it on our calendar, and then sent a text out to all of my children, and then tried to build it up throughout the weeks leading up to it, reminding them that this night was coming and what we were doing.
Cold case, mystery,
Cold
gonna
case,
solve a thing together. So yeah, that and I think that's what's cool about this is you can either do it as a couple, you can do it as a family, you could even do it with one of your kids. So you know, I mean, you could mix match. However, this works well, and I would probably say, as far as your kids, what age do you think this would be great?
I mean, I would say as soon as they're old enough to enjoy a good mystery, like you when you were in 4th or 5th grade, you know, maybe even a little younger as far as wanting to participate. Now, there is a lot of reading. It can be overwhelming. When we opened it up at first, there was lots of... What would you call this?
Well, basically, you're getting a newspaper report, you're getting police reports, you're getting statements from individuals who are suspects, and so you're sifting through all this evidence. Basically, you do have I say evidence, and these are all kind of files that have been compiled that go along with a police detective report, really. So it's gathering all different types of information from different places, putting it together, and then you get an evidence bag as well, to where these are things that they have come up with. So it's like everyone else did all the hard work, they brought it all and put it on your desk, and now you got to sift through it. So
yeah, I would say if it was just like you and your 3rd grade child, it might be a little much. But if it's your family and you have a younger, like a 3rd grader, something that's participating, I think they would eat it up. Now, then they could probably help read through some stuff. We took turns reading, like
we did,
opening up the bags and reading through them, and that helped a lot.
It was really fun. So we had, I guess we probably had about 5 of us.
There's 6 of us.
6 of us there, and so we took turns, and then we started spreading all the stuff out. After we kind of read through each one, we spread it all out to where each could kind of grab and look. And you know, my initial thought is, whenever I got it out, I'm like, oh man, this is a lot of reading, and so, but
A
once
lot
we,
of brain power. I think that's
yeah,
what we're all
yeah,
thinking
yeah,
at
yeah.
Sunday at 6:30 at night. Like,
Yeah,
this
so
is a lot
it
of
was
thought.
like, okay, this is a lot. But the crazy thing about it is once you read the first thing, it's like captivating. It's like, okay, yeah. Wait, no. I think, and then the cool thing is throughout the night, this took us maybe about 2 hours.
Close to 2 hours.
Yeah, about 2 hours to get through to the very end of kind of our detective. And you could rush through it, or you could even really spend a lot more time. But
I would say give it between an hour and a half to 3 hour time frame,
Yeah,
like depending on
that's
how
good.
thorough you want to be.
But yeah, we kind of read through it, and then we spread it all out on the table for each one to kind of grab, and we're tossing around ideas. We even went and grabbed a dang whiteboard.
That's what I was going to say. At first, we are just kind of reading. I was not prepared for what we actually needed. Like, I had.
If you're a wife, do you feel like it's hard to talk to your husband? How about you guys? Do you ever feel like it's difficult to talk to your wife? And most of the time as a blended couple, it almost always ends up being about the kids. This is one of the areas that was really hard for me and Scarlett to figure out. It took us many years in our marriage before finding a real solution. You either end up bottling it all up on the inside, or you just end up blowing up all over each other. Both ways leave you feeling unheard, frustrated, or really just mad at each other.
For sure, but once we learned how to work through our issues instead of letting our issues wreak havoc in our marriage, we were so much more equipped to create better solutions to all the parenting issues that came up in our family. Instead of fighting and arguing about things, we were able to start working through them and working together as a team, and it actually brought us closer together.
We want you to have the opportunity to have the same playbook that it took us years to figure out, so that you and your spouse can be on the same page a lot quicker and help you overcome a lot of the parenting drama while getting better solutions for both of you. So right now, we are pre-selling the Same Page Parenting Playbook. The cool thing is, during this pre-sale, we're giving it to you half off. And we're also throwing in a lot of free bonuses with it. Now, the bad news is this pre-sale is only going on until October 29th. After that, you miss out on this amazing deal. So don't wait. Get it today so you don't miss out.
The link for more details on the Same Page Parenting Playbook is in the show notes below. We've had so many parents telling us this is the #1 issue that they face as a blended family. So get it today before this amazing offer goes away. You don't want to miss out on this. Now back to the episode. Like, I had to go get like notebook paper, some highlighters, some pens, the dry erase board here behind us.
Y'all, we went all detective, and she's like taping things on the windows,
like the sketch, the sketches, drawing of the suspect, and then we're like compiling things, and then my daughter, the youngest, she's like, hold on, and like making notes all over the dry erase board.
But the cool thing is as we were going through it, you're getting this evidence and you're getting this information, and it's taking you down one path, but then you'll get another valuable source of information. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, no, this. And so, you're really able to bounce ideas off each other. And then, at the end, you're trying to find out, who do you believe is the one who had the intention.
Yeah, of course, you got to, who did it, and like, what was their motive?
Yeah, what was the motive and everything. So you're trying to do that. Then there's like this final envelope that says, it tells you don't open it until the very end. So, and then that basically helps kind of put everything together and see, were you right? Were you wrong? Did you get some of it right? And so, yeah, it was just so much fun that, initially we were like, oh man, but as you start unpacking it, it's like, this is pretty sweet. So no, really phenomenal job. We thoroughly enjoyed it. We would do it again. So,
and just like a little tip, they are numbered 1 through 4. I'm like a all in. So like he opens one, is looking through stuff, and I'm starting to open all this stuff, and that's when it was like, oh, we've just got too much stuff. Yeah. So I would recommend open up evidence bag number 1, process, talk, read, share with the crowd, like what the reading and stuff, and then open up number 2, and it will unfold a little better so that it's
as
not,
it goes.
because there is a lot of papers in there, but it's quality too. That's what I loved about it.
Well, it really was. And kind of with her product, you can download the PDF at a cheaper cost, or
I
you
would
can
recommend going all out.
or you
Get
can
it
pay the
delivered.
extra to get it delivered to you, and it's really not that much more to get it delivered to you. But then they put it together in just a phenomenal way. The pictures, the quality, everything was great.
And all of it's less than
we
30.
loved it.
I don't want to say like a for sure price, because if her prices change, and there was like a promo going on at the time and stuff, right now I think there is as well. But under $30, and like our kids at the end, and our kids range from 18 to 22 was who was there, and they were all like, we could chip in our money and buy
let's get
another
another
one and this and that. So
And we're like, that was awesome, because we were asking, at the end, it was like, would you do this again? And they were like, oh yeah, this was fun. So
even our daughter that was being more like thinking at this hour, and she was just sitting there just kind of like passively participating, by the end of it she's the one that said, let's all go in, pitch in, and do this again. Like, I think she saw the value of it like more as it got closer, and our guesses, and we could have spent a little more time and we might have got it right.
So we were close. We were on the right path. We found a lot of things, but we had missed like one valuable key thing that at the end. Now, we're not going to say anything else on that because we don't want to ruin it for you.
Yeah.
But, it was at the end, it's like we were all like, okay, yeah. So, it's so much fun. And we just laughed together about it, and we kind of were joking throughout it, but then we got really serious.
Yes, on some of the things. We're like, plot twist, hold up.
Yeah.
I did want to say though, like if you like a murder mystery like party theme, because we've done that before, and that has a lot of work, if you're the one hosting it anyways, to prepare, and it is usually a little more expensive because it has a lot of detail to it, and usually dressed up in costume. We'll have to do one of these Fun Fridays on those, because I do enjoy that. We've done a few of them, but this is a lot more chill.
Yeah, it takes all the pressure off. You don't really have to do anything. All you have to do is y'all just have to be there, open it up, and go. So we did it over a meal. So we prepared a meal first. We ate, and then we opened it up and had fun that way. That's kind of the way that we did it. And like I said, it was great. Definitely do it again. Highly recommend the product. Glad we found
Cold Case. It's Cold Case Files on Instagram if you're looking for it. It has 2 S's. So Cold. We'll put it in the links.
We'll put the link to the show notes and everything for her products. But just kudos, hand clap, phenomenal.
Kate did a good job.
Great job. We highly recommend it. It was well worth our time for it. So let that be something fun for you and your family. If you're into that thing, it's fun. It really is a blast. And even if you're like, I don't know, try it out. I mean, it's cheap. It's not, you're not spending a lot of money on this, but man, it will bring y'all together, and y'all will have a lot of laughs doing it. And really, it's something that you could save and either pass it on to someone else, or maybe you hold it, maybe years later you go back through it again, or maybe you know it, so you're hosting it with a different group of people, and you're just kind of being the evidence person, So you can do it like many different ways, with that. So great stuff. Loved it. Man, out of the box, I would have never have thought about doing something like that.
Were you excited when I told you about it, or were you like, oh?
I was intrigued because I do love the mystery part. So I didn't know what to expect, though. So, whenever, like I said, whenever we did open it and I saw that it was kind of the reading and stuff, I was like, but like I said, the reading was phenomenal. The way it was laid out was perfect. So, the moment we started diving in, even the first thing that we read was intriguing. And it's like, okay, wait a minute. All right, now this could have happened. This could have happened. And so, it pulls you in super quick. And the reading is easy. It's not hard. It's not difficult. But, it's really cool. Yeah, good idea.
Right.
Great stuff. Great product. So, love it. So, use that, and maybe that's something that you would want to do for Halloween. So, I could really see, we all come up with, try to do Halloween parties and Halloween themes with our family and stuff like that.
Especially right now, people keeping things low key.
Yeah.
It's something that you can do.
Some fun that you can do at your house. You don't have to leave, and just really cool. So, we're going to put the link to that in the show notes. That way, you're able to find this product and grab it for yourself. So, great stuff. Great find. Loved it.
High five.
do it
I don't know if I
again.
need a high five.
Because high fives are fun, y'all.
Yeah.
We high five for everything.
We do. We work out and we high five.
It's like, yeah.
This morning we prayed and we high fived first.
We ate breakfast. High fives.
Gotta lift each other up and encourage each other. So what another great fun Friday idea.
Love it, love it. Listen, we love you. Thank you for tuning into this episode and grabbing just something out of the box, something maybe you wouldn't have thought of either. But have a great weekend. Be blessed. Enjoy your family. And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for joining us for another fun Friday here at Enjoying Your Blended Family. All the links we talked about today are in the show notes. And if you enjoyed listening, be sure to subscribe because it's free and it lets you know when we have another episode out for you to listen to.
And if you don't mind helping us out so we can start reaching more people, leave us a rating and review. You never know when we'll give you a shout out. Until next time, have fun being intentional and remember to enjoy the moment.